Alrighty, let's take a look at this question. So we're asked to expand and simplify. So expand basically refers to multiply. And even if they did not ask us that, it says simplify. And simplify, when you hear that word, it means we're going to follow BEDMAS. So that means we simplify within the brackets first. Then we look at any outside exponents if there is any. Then multiplying or dividing in either order from left to right, and then adding, subtracting. You can do either of those in order from left to right. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Within the brackets, we have two terms for all the brackets, but they're not like terms. One is a 5x, the other one is a -2 for that first set. So they're not like terms, so we can't add them together. So, and I don't see any outside exponents. That would be little numbers on the outside like there. So we don't have that. And now we're at dividing and multiplying. Dividing we don't have because that would have to be something over top of something like this, which we do not have. But multiplying we do. When you see brackets and something in front of the brackets, that means we have multiplying, as in that 2x is going to get multiplied by both the 5x inside the brackets and the -2 inside the brackets. So that is what we do first for each of these. So first, 2x times 5x, you multiply the numbers, so 10, and you multiply the letters. X times x would be x squared. You add the exponents when you multiply variables. All right, then we have 2x times -2. So first of all, the sign, positive 2x times -2 would be negative. If the signs are opposite when you multiply, the result's negative. And then 2 times 2 would be 4. And x, well, the other one doesn't have an x, so we just write it down again. So there we go. All right, let's look at the next set of brackets. So now we have -5x, and that minus sign in front of the 5x is part of it. So when we multiply that through, consider it to be -5x, not just 5x. So -5x times x would be -5x squared. -5x times -4 would be positive. 5 times 4 is 20, and x. All right, next set of brackets, -3 multiplied through. -3 times a -5x would be a positive 15x. -3 times positive 11 would be negative, signs are opposite, 33. And there we go, all the brackets are gone, which means we've finished any multiplying there was, and we're on to adding, subtracting. So for this, let's look at this first term, 10x squared. So what you do is you look through all the numbers and see if you can find any like terms, which means the variable part has to be identical. So I see another x squared here, so I underline -5x squared, that's a like term. Scan through, no other x squared, so now we can add or put together 10x squareds and -5x squareds. Now 10 is positive, -5 is opposite sign, so you're actually subtracting, and that would be 5x squared. All right, next like term, -4x. So we're looking for any terms that have x, so positive 20x, positive 15x. Those all have x, and now we add those numbers, -4 plus 20 plus 15. Now I usually put the positives together and then I'll take away the negatives. So 20 and 15 added together would be 35. Minus 4 would be 31. So we have positive 31 and x with that because those are x's. And then lastly, -33. There's no other like terms that don't have an x. So there we go. That would be your answer. Now let's read the question again, see if we answered it. The expression blah, blah, blah can be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, the value of a plus b minus c. So I'm going to write that ax squared plus bx right underneath, matching up everything. That would mean that a would equal 5, so I'm going to put 5 above the a in the expression they want us to figure out. B would equal positive 31, so plus 31 for B, and then minus, and C looks like it equals negative 33, so minus negative 33 like this. And we figure that out, minus a negative is going to end up to be positive, so these are all positive things we're adding together now. 31 and 5 is 36, 36 and 33 is going to be 69. So that would be the answer to the first question. Alrighty, I hope that helped.